So we need to remember how to use the interface. Consult a historian and can request the opinion of a doctor or a scientist. I think we know where there's a doctor. Am I wrong about that? And I'm pretty sure we know where there's a historian as well. So...
Dr. Florescu came by. She asked for you to go to the dispensary because she needs blood donors, if you're so inclined.
Fine, I'll go there.
I went to visit the ruins.
Did you like that? Me, I never go up there. Anyway, with my legs, it ain't possible anymore.
Do I ask her about Yeah, sure, why
Those
not?
ain't legends, Father. Begging your pardon, but you shouldn't talk about those things. It brings bad luck. Tell me, Father, do you think Martha will be sanctified?
Do you mean canonized?
Yeah, that's it. I hope she'll be canonized. A saint and a pilgrimage. That's what Vladivista is missing. That'd sure make people come, you know.
I haven't the heart to tell him the truth.
Internal monologue. This seems way better. The second one was kind of weird. But they were more or less sequels off the novels. So, it just kind of extended the story of the novels from my understanding. The dispensary is right here, so I guess we'll go there. Like, notice they'll have the lights are on now, and they weren't last time. What's this say? Oh, it just has the thing.
It's not polite to burst in on people this way.
What? We can ring the... oh my gosh. We have to ring the bell every time.
Come in! It's open!
It's not like I'm bursting into her house. Where's she at?
The treatment room. Nothing for me there right now.
Where's she? Oh, there she is. She's sitting at the... She's sitting at the table reading something. Alright, let's talk to her. She's just, like, sitting there, like, not even... barely even noticed that we came in.
Thank you for stopping by. I noticed that my blood stocks were really insufficient. Would you let me take a sample of yours?
Certainly. I was a priest medic during the war. I saw many lives saved thanks to transfusions.
Oh, so you're a nurse as well. Then you'll be able to do it yourself. Great. I have to rush off to see a patient on the other side of the village.
Oh, what exactly do I have to do?
Draw your blood and place the bottle in the refrigerated chest. The combination is easy to remember. The date the dispensary was built. They're coming to get me. I have to go. Could you mark your blood type in the analysis reports? And also determine the types of the last 3 donors? I didn't have time to run the tests. Oh yes, and if the phone rings, please answer. See you later.
What? Am I supposed to do your job? What the heck? What the heck is this?
Down to work. I hope I haven't lost the touch.
We're basically doing her job. The information that we got was that she believed that at least 3 people died from vampires because they were drained of blood, and she sent one of the kids off to live away from the village, who had the P anomaly, which is basically something wrong with their blood. So I don't know if that means that they have been already bitten by a vampire, or if that's something that vampires like seek out. That was not clear, but we do know that it cannot be in your blood and then be in your blood. So, and the theory is that she died not from not from natural causes, but from being killed by, I guess, a vampire or somebody in cahoots with the vampire. Alright, we're gonna save again. I'm gonna save again, just in case I screw up. So that's more or less the summary. Alright.
I have to sterilize this equipment before I use it.
Do I? Wait, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Do I have to go to the sink and wash it? Is that what I need to do? Go to the sink? Well, that'll sterilize it, right? Put it in the oven. Put the equipment in the oven. There we go. That'll do it, right? I think what we need to do is boil a thing of water, and I guess I think we need to put something on the fire. We need to boil some. Why can't we take this? Oh, take the wood and put it in there. There we go. Make the fire burn better. Wait, did that work? So we need a bucket. Oh, here we go, pot. No, we can't take that pot. Oh, we can open this drawer. It's a copper wire. All right. What this drawer?
Besides 3 tins of canned food, there's nothing to eat in this kitchen. Maria really eats like a bird.
Maybe she's a vampire. Maybe she's secretly a vampire. Take that, bacteria. That'll show you who's boss. Let's wash my hands again for good measure. Oh, here's a pot. It's right there. Alright, let's fill the pot up. Yeah, put the pot here. Put it there. Put the pot there. No. Put some more. Put a log on the fire. Alright, put it back. Open the fire. Open that. Now put the log on the fire. There we go. Alright. We did it. Oh, now I have to answer the phone. Alright, I guess we'll answer the phone. Hello? Nobody there. I just hear a dial tone. Alright.
Maria asked me to answer the telephone.
I tried!
This is Professor Heinrich von Kruger.
This is Father Arno Moriani. Dr. Florescu has gone out. May I take a message?
Please ask him to call me back as soon as possible at Munich 321941.
I'll be sure to do that. Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Father.
I don't know, that's the evil-looking guy. He looks evil. I mean, he looks evil. He may not be evil, but he definitely looks... Oh, man! Now my thing isn't boiling anymore. Maybe we should put the stuff in it first. Let's put the stuff in it first. Oh, let's move that. Let's move it all over here.
It's not hot enough to boil the water.
I know. I'm working on it. Because I had to go answer the stupid phone. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Lars. How's it going? It's pretty good so far. I definitely can't
First, I have
complain.
to wash my hands with soap.
I
Never
already-
handle medical equipment with dirty hands.
I already
During the
did.
war, I saw far too many comrades die from infected wounds.
I washed them twice, in fact. But I guess I did touch the phone. Right? I did touch the phone, so it could be all germy. There we go. We got some sterilized instruments. Alright. Now we can go take our own blood. Because that seems like a good idea. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing with these, but... Oh, here we go. Now we got to
First, I have
zoom
to
in.
wash my hands with soap.
I already did. I already washed my hands. I got to do it again.
First, I have to wash my hands with soap.
Okay.
First, I have to wash my hands with soap.
Man, we're all about washing our hands, apparently. This is, like, ridiculous. Let's wash our hands again. I guess I did touch the end of the thing, right? I mean, to be fair. Cotton. Alright, let's take that. Actually, we don't need it, right? Let's take a... What's this? What is this? What is it? I don't even know what that is. What's this? I don't know what this is either. Measuring cup citrate? Alcohol? What the heck are we supposed to do? This is like... We need a needle, right? We need a needle. Let's put the needle on this, don't we? I mean, technically. I guess we put it on there. And then this would go onto here, right? No, it goes into... Wait. What? Oh, wait. Take that... Oh, man. This goes to here. No. Ah! Oh, it goes to... Okay, I see. I think I understand now. I kind of understand. Alright, I think I kind of understand what's going on. There we go. We did it. The blood's gonna go in there. Right? Now we need to put this on our arm. There we go. Alright, if you're not okay with this, then you can look away right now. Just saying.
I've done this hundreds of times to other people, but giving yourself a shot is not the same thing. Be brave. It has to be done.
Oh, I like how my hand is wobbly. So.
First, disinfect the area where we're injecting the needle.
Oh, okay. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Now put the needle in and be all wobbly about it.
That's the right place. All that's left to do is press the needle deep into the vein.
Oh, man. Gross. Hey, it's broken. We broke it. We're gonna inject air into our vein and die. Well, we did it. Why is it not working? I'm guessing it's a one-way valve though, so we can't do that. It's not working. Why is it not working? Oh, we have to tighten that, don't we? Or undo that, I guess. Oh, now we have to do that. We did it.
The blood is coagulated. I must have forgotten something. Oh well, I'll just have to start all over.
What? What do you mean the blood's coagulated? What does that even mean? Do we have to add, like, something to a thing? No one told me we were going to be drawing our own blood, I'm just saying. Oh, we gotta open it. Open that. Well, what's this? This is nothing. But there's this. What's the citrate doing? What's that doing here? Do we have to put that like in the thing? There, we did that. I don't know what that did, but we did it. That probably prevents the blood from coagulating.
That's the right place. All that's left to do is press the needle deep into the vein.
Because this was 1920, right? I think before they like now they have vacuum sealed like things, and I don't think they had that then.
The ampoule is full. Perfect.
We did it. Take it.
Now I have to store the bottle of blood in the refrigerated cabinet.
There, we did it. Okay, nice. Where's the refrigerated cabinet? Is it in here? Oh, it's in here. Okay. Here's the refrigerator. Oh yeah, we gotta get the code, the combination. She gave us a nice little She gave us a nice little like, oh, it's the date the hospital was built, like, or the dispensary was built. Like, okay, that's why not just tell us the combination, huh? It doesn't say. Oh, 1905. Okay, it's right above the door. 1905. All right. Easy. Like, why even have a combination? Nailed it.
The door of the refrigerated cabinet mustn't stay open too long. Now I have to figure out my blood type, as well as that of the 3 last donors, and update the analysis reports. The door of the refrigerated cabinet mustn't stay open too long.
I'm working. I was just about to close it, dingus. All right. How do I figure out the blood types? How do we do that? This is we're doing science. We're doing science stuff. Science stuff. Blood test results. We got sample number 814, September 1920. That's probably who we need to Oh no, there's somebody who has the P anomaly. A known anomaly. Alright. So the last donors are... 10, 11, 12... Oh, they are 14, 13... 14, 13, 12... Is that us? Is that us there? I'm guessing that's us. 14, 13, 12, and 11. So 13, 12, and 11. Okay. I don't know how to do this, but we need to update these records. Does anybody know how to check a blood type? I'm guessing it has to do with this. And these. Was this in the manual? We do have a manual if we need to use a manual. This may be like some sort of weird copy protection scheme. You know, so that they know that you bought the game by giving you something that only is in the manual. Let's wash our hands again, because that seems like a good idea. Hey, look, it's Charlie. He's back. But he's wondering what that noise is. So he hears the fireworks and he wants to look out the window and see what's going on. Alright, we're gonna save. We're gonna save because I want to look up a blood test. Oh, these are the results, not how to do it. Medical files. Okay, menu. Save. Save. Just add garlic and see if the blood sample cringes. Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright, I'm gonna look at the manual. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, manage installation. Okay, additional manual. Alright. Are you gonna open the manual? Please? That's the game. I don't want to go back to the game. I want the manual. So I clicked manual. Okay, it doesn't want to give me the manual. I don't think so. We couldn't click the wall. I tried clicking that. I thought it might be in that little file thing, but it wasn't in there either. So I just want to make sure it's not in the manual before we just go around looking everywhere for it. I'd hate for it to be in, like, us look everywhere and then it just end up being in the manual. I don't see it in the manual. The manual is not complicated. Actually, it's not complicated at all. Nothing about figuring out the blood type. So that would be a no. Would be a no to that. This looks like a microscope, maybe? Well, let's see if can we take one of these? We can. Put it here. No? Put it here. Oh man. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That was quite the that was quite the firework.
Let's just leave the bottles in the cabinet. If I need a sample, it'd be best to use a test tube.
Okay. Let's take... There we go. Oh, there we go. We got a sample. All right. We got a sample right there. Okay, cool. That's us, right? Now what do we do with it? What do we do with it? I don't know what to do with it. Alright, well, we might as well just take samples of all of them, right? 13. 12. And 11. Hell, let's just do 10 as well. And also 9. We'll just get them all. And we'll do 8 also. Sure. Why not? Why not get them all? Unless we need one of those test tubes. And then we can verify her results. We could even test her blood. Or test Martha's blood. That's Martha's blood. 808 is Martha's blood. So we can test her blood. She had an unknown anomaly and her type is O. Okay. Alright, well this is interesting, I must say. We have other people's blood too that we can test. Including all the people that ended up dying. So that's interesting. This gives us, like, the ability to do a lot of things. Although I don't see how we are supposed to do this in here. Like, we have this thing. I put drops of liquid on the plate. Use the platelets dipped. Oh, okay. Oh, we have to do that. Okay, I see. There we go. We did it. Okay, what does that do for us? What do you do now? What do we do with it? What do we do with it? This is how you would go about it. What do we do with it? We can't use it on this. Well, if I was here, I'd just take every single machine and try and use it. Right? Like, one of these must be a blood testing machine, right? But I'm a doctor, so I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I like how the blood doesn't, like, spill out. It's very nice. It's very nice of the blood. What do we use it on? The sink? No, we don't use it on the sink. We do not use it on the sink. That is not what we're supposed to do with it. Wait, we washed it off. Oh, the sink washes it off. So that's not what we wanted to do. Okay. Maybe there's something in the fridge. I just thought about that. Oh, there is. There's a reagent and there's a reagent. Okay.
We need a test tube.
Oh no, we need to dump out some test tubes. Okay. Alright, we need to get rid of 2 of these. Alright. Later! Later! Okay, so I think I figured it out. So we do this. Take this. We put some of that in here. Boom, we got that. We put some of this in here. Alright. Okay. You know, I feel like as a doctor we probably know our own blood type, so this is a good control test anyway. Oh wait, we want to take the pipe thingy. Boom. Alright, take this thingy. It's purple. What does that mean? It's purple. Does that mean something? What does purple mean? Do you put this on it too? No, let's put that here. And put some blood on that. Oh, it's polka dot. It's polka dotted. I don't think it reacted with that one, but it definitely reacted with this one. I mean, it purple, right? Although I guess blue and red is purple, so I guess that didn't do anything. So I don't think that worked. What if we put them both in the same? Like, what if we put that there and this here? Oh, now it's green. Oh yeah. Now let's put some blood there. We can't. What the hell are we supposed to do? Is there anything else in here that we missed? No, there's not. Well, I mean, I feel like the blood specifically didn't react with the yellow one. Like, if you look at that, it did not react with the yellow one. Like, it in fact avoided the yellow one. So that seems to me to be an indication that there was... To me, that seems like a good thing. Like, it didn't react, right? I don't know. But I'm probably totally wrong. So I'm guessing A would be if it reacts to one. B is if it reacts to the other. A, B would be if it reacts to both. And O, it would be if it reacts to none. That would be my guess. But I don't know what I'm supposed to, exactly what I'm, maybe I have to put the, let's try are there instructions anywhere? Let's look for instructions. Oh, here we go. Instructions. I'll bet you we may have just found the instructions.
Surgery during the Great War, with an appendix on the Albert Houston method and Dr. Jean Brau's research.
That's not helpful. This is not helpful.
Treatise on Statistics, Theory and Practice.
This is also not helpful. This is the opposite of helpful. Maybe what she was reading was a book on, she was, oh, it's not there. Oh, damn. Alright, we're just gonna have to figure this out, I guess. This is just the puzzle, is figure out what the hell we're supposed to do. Okay.
First, I have to wash my hands with soap.
Oh, I touched something. I've corrupted my hands. My hands have been corrupted by the evilness of germs. So we have to do something about that. All right. Let's put blood. We're gonna put blood in here. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put blood in here, right? We're gonna put this in here. Boom. We got purple. We're gonna put more blood in. We're gonna put More blood in here. And we're gonna put the same exact thing in here. Nothing happened. Okay. Wash it out. Alright, that didn't work. Blood in here. Well, luckily we have an infinite amount of blood. Or a near infinite amount of blood. Wait. Oh, I think I know what we're supposed to do. Just figured it out. Since we know, do we have one of each type? Okay, we know. Well, we know an A and an O. So we know that Martha is an O, and we know that Grego is an A. He's 809. I think we have 809. No, we have Martha, which is an O. So let's put an O on here, and we'll just compare. So what happens when we put yellow in it? Okay, it turns yellow. So when you put red, when you put O blood with yellow, it reacts, and you end up with that. Okay, makes sense. All right. So let's wash it out. All right, let's clear that out too. So I want to get the other guy's blood. The one where the unknown quantity, which is 809. 809. This one. Close the cabinet. Okay, and then we need to. So we're gonna put 809 here. We're gonna put the blue. Okay, polka dots. So A equals A plus blue equals polka dots. All right. All right, let's try it with yellow. It turns orange. A plus yellow equals orange. Okay. I think we have type B blood. I'm just saying. I think we have type B blood. I think that's our blood type. Okay, so we're gonna do Martha. We know what hers did when we did yellow, and it turned kind of an orange. O plus blue is purple. So hers is reacting with both. O plus blue equals purple. Okay, yeah, I know how to do this now. And O plus yellow equals orange. So hers, the O reacts with both. The A reacts with only the yellow. B reacts only with blue. And then AB would react with nothing. Right? Well, it's kind of a logic puzzle. You have to compare it with other blood types. So, you have known quantities. You have known information. And we just have to take the known information and logic it out. So we've logicked it out. We now know what all the reactions are, so we can figure. We know that ours reacts with blue to make purple. So that means ours, but it doesn't react with yellow. So we know that ours is a B. So can we actually fill that out? Can we put a B on there? B. Click. We can. Alright. Next we need to do 813. Alright. Stephen Lucas. Alright. So, blue, purple. Alright. So it is, that one is an O. Stephen Lucas is O. Alright. Next. Janos Peckmeister. This puzzle actually does make sense. Alright, we got... And I now understand why the tray has two things. Okay, blue, it reacts with, so it's also B. B. Alright. Next will be Ionol, which would be 11, which we don't have here. So we're gonna have to get it. We're just gonna do all of them. I mean, why the heck not? I would think so too, but I think O is like the universal blood type. So it's compatible with like all blood types. And AB is AB's the universal, so O is the universal donor, and AB is the universal receiver, I believe is what. Wait, I'm confused now. I want 11 and 10. Do I need 10? I don't know if I need 10, but I need 11. No reaction to blue. So they're AB. So this I believe is AB. Based on no reaction to either.
Perfect. I'm sure of my results. Maria should be happy. I've done my work well.
Okay, we did it.
I finished the sample and the tests. Have you been back long?
I should have come help you, shouldn't I?
I was delighted to be of assistance. But now I have to think of my own work.
Of course. I hope your investigation is going well.
It has changed character. As strange as it might seem, I now am ordered to study some supernatural creatures, vampires.
Vampires? Like Dracula?
Dracula?
Don't you know it? It's a wonderful novel. I'll get it for you. Look at this book. It's Dracula by Bram Stoker. Oscar Wilde said it was the most beautiful novel of the century.
Okay, that's interesting. It's interesting how the book that they're basing the games off of is actually in the game.
What a massive novel. Let's peruse it to see if there are any interesting parts.
Oh man, they put the whole novel in the game too. It's just like, we're gonna use this space, damn it. How was it that all people at and on the coach had some terrible fear for me? What meant the giving of the crucifix, of the garlic, of the wild rose, of the mountain ash? the band of Stazgani have come to the castle and are encamped in the courtyard. These are gypsies. There are thousands of them in Hungary and Transylvania who are almost outside all law. They attach themselves as a rule to some great noble or boyar and call themselves by his name. They are fearless and without religion, save superstition. And then we've got, young miss is bad, very bad. She wants blood, the blood she must have or die. My friend John and I have consulted, and we are about to perform what we call transfusion of blood to transfer full veins of one to the empty veins which pine for him. As he did so, the narrow black velvet band which she seems always to wear around her throat buckled with an old diamond buckle which her lover had given her, was dragged a little up and showed a red mark on her throat. Well, luckily they don't make me read the whole novel, so there was a full moonlight, and I could see that the noise was made by a great bat, which wheeled around, doubtless attracted by the light, although so dim, and every now and again struck the window with its wing. There are always mysteries in life. Why is it that Methuselah lived 900 years and old Parr 169, and yet the poor Lucy, the poor men's blood in her poor veins, could not live even one day? Find this great undead, and cut off its head, and burn its heart, or drive a stake through it, so that the world may rest from him. He answered, I am closing the tomb, so that the undead may not enter. What is that which you are using? Van Helsing reverently lifted his hat as he answered, the host. I brought it from Amsterdam. I have an indulgence. Okay. They cannot die, but must go on age after age, adding new victims and multiplying the evils of the world, for all that die from the preying of the undead become themselves undead, and prey on their kind, and so the circle goes on ever widening, like as the ripples from a stone thrown in the water. I'm gonna keep reading the underlined sections. This vampire, which is amongst us, is of himself, so strong in person as 20 men. He is of cunning more than mortal, for his cunning is the growth of ages. Command all the meaner things, the rat and the owl and the bat, the moth and the fox and the wolf. He can grow and become small, and he can at times vanish and come unknown. He throws no shadow. He makes in the mirror no reflect. So we know we're not a vampire. We know we're not a vampire. He can transform himself to wolf. He can be as bat. He come on moonlight rays as elemental dust. He can, when once he finds his way, come out from anything or into anything. He can see in the dark. He who is not of nature has yet to obey some of the nature's laws. Why, we know not. He may not enter anywhere at first, unless there is some one of the household who bid him to come, though afterwards he can come as he please. Okay. Then there are things which so afflict him that he has no power, as the garlic that we know of, and as of things sacred as this symbol, my crucifix. But he is clever. I have asked my friend Arminius of Budapest University to take this record, and from all the means that are, he tell me of what he has been. He must indeed have been the Count Dracula who won his name against the Turk over the great river on the very frontier of Turkey land. Turkey land. That's it. That's the end of it. That's all the underlined passages. So, there you go.
I was captivated by this novel, and you know the strangest thing? The author used Vlad Tepes as his model for the character of Dracula.
Vlad Tepes? The voivode?
The very same one. The one who used to rule from the Castle of Twilight, whose ruins you must have noticed. Vlad Tepes, nicknamed Dracula.
What?
I can guess what comes next. He wants me to call back as soon as possible.
You don't really want to, if I'm not mistaken.
Professor Kruger is a great scientist. He worked with Martha and now insists on me continuing her research. But I haven't a research scientist's soul. Anyway, it's too much work.
Now, isn't that a shame?
Oh, please, Father, no sermons. I promise that I'll take it upon myself to finish the analyses he wants from me.
Could you give me a medical point of view concerning the belief in vampires? There we go.
I'm afraid not. For me, vampires are romantic fictional characters, not subjects to be studied.
Some members of the parish say they were cured after praying to Saint Martha.
In fact, I did observe several spontaneous cures, but, you know, this sort of thing happens relatively frequently. Spontaneous does not necessarily mean miraculous. Everything is possible.
Are you sure Bram Stoker's Dracula is really Vlad Tepes?
Stoker speaks of this voivode Dracula who earned his nickname attacking the Turks beyond the Great River at the very border of their country. That clearly signifies Vlad Tepes.
That makes sense.
That prince spent his youth as a captive of the Turks. Afterwards, he fought them fiercely.
What does Dracula mean?
The word has two meanings, devil or dragon.
Did the novel of Dracula have much
It's
success?
been translated into every language, and I've heard that the director, Murnau, is going to do a film version, but I don't know if I will have the opportunity to see the movie.
I met Stephen Luca.
I like him. One day he came to the
Oh
dispensary
yeah,
and took
that's
a
the
picture of
newspaper
me.
guy.
He gave me some prints.
Or the journalist or whatever. Jonas Peckmeister, a history student, is staying at
I
the
know
end.
him. He came to the dispensary too, to give his blood.
Yeah, I know. I tested it. I know.
Adele, lie down.
Oh yeah, that's the dog. That's the dog that wants to bite my face off. That's face bitey dog.
The treatment room. Nothing for me there right now.
Face bitey dog. I feel like we should have sanitized the stuff after we used it. But, you know, oh well. What?
Don't stay in that drafty hall.
Oh, she's talking to me. All right, let's check our objectives. Let's check our objectives. Okay, console a historian. So she will not give. She will not give her opinion. So let's call that one doctor back.
It'd be better for me to call from the inn.
Okay, I'm gonna call that one doctor back and ask his opinion on vampires. He's a doctor,
I have to talk
right?
with Janos. I wonder if he knows that his great hero, Vlad Tepes, served as the model for Dracula, the vampire.
Alright, I'm gonna call that one scientist guy back. I know his number, right? I don't want to turn the dial. I want to pick up the thing first.
Number, please.
He's kind of a professor, not a...
Alba Eula, put me through to Germany. Munich, 321941.
This is Professor Heinrich von Kruger.
This is Father Arno Moriani. Professor, I'm calling back to ask for your help.
How can I help you?
Well, it's rather delicate to explain. You should know, first of all, that I belong to the Holy Congregation of Rites. I came to Vladiviste to investigate the life of Martha Caligarl.
Would you like me to talk to you about her? She was a remarkable woman.
To tell the truth, my mission has changed. For reasons that would be a little long to explain, I now have to investigate vampires.
Vampires? Don't tell me the Catholic Church has started to believe in vampires.
On the contrary, my superiors want to combat this belief. They're alarmed to see how resistant it still is in the 20th century.
Ah, yeah, very good. If it's to fight superstition, you can count on my assistance.
It will be invaluable to me, for I
Okay.
need the viewpoint of a scientist on the vampire myth.
Do you realize this is the very subject of the research I was carrying out with Dr. Caligarl?
No.
We discovered a disease, the P syndrome, whose symptoms are quite similar to those attributed to the victims of vampires. So the legend is based on specific medical facts.
Interesting. Okay. Tell me about your collaboration.
Dr. Caligarl contacted me when she was caring for a patient called Marescu. His granulocytes showed a very curious anomaly. She sent me a blood sample by carrier pigeon, and we worked on this case together. The result of our collaboration was the discovery of P syndrome. Afterwards, we had to specify the cause of the disease and perfect a serum. For that, I needed statistical data. I asked Dr. Caligarl to take a large number of samples from the population of Vladiviste. Unfortunately, the war interrupted our research.
Did you pick up again with Martha
War.
Caligarl after the end of the hostilities?
It wasn't possible for me to contact her immediately. When I was finally able to phone the dispensary, she was dead. It was Dr. Florescu who answered me.
Do you think Dr. Floresco has the competency to continue Martha's work?
Of course. I've been insisting for some time now that she do so. As soon as she sends me the results I'm missing, I'll be able to find a serum that's effective against P syndrome.
Oh yeah? According to you, vampires have no objective existence?
I just say that they're not supernatural creatures, but there certainly do exist mentally ill people who are bloodthirsty. Look at Countess Elizabeth Báthory, who in the 16th century bled to death hundreds of young girls before she was walled up alive in her Carpathian castle. In addition, as I mentioned, patients afflicted with the P syndrome suffer from very odd physical and psychological disorders that make them resemble the victims of vampires.
How convenient for vampires. Certain of Dr. Caligarl's patients behaved in a very strange way.
What did these patients do?
They went out alone in the night, as if they were answering a call. They ripped off the garlic necklaces the doctor had placed on them.
Somnambulism, allergy to garlic. Those signs are most likely associated with P syndrome, as are pallor, drawn features, anemia, and other symptoms we haven't yet discovered.
Have you read Dracula by Bram Stoker?
Unfortunately, yes. What an abominable novel.
You're too severe. That's not what Oscar Wilde thought.
I won't tell you what I think of Oscar Wilde, and I'll limit myself to the novel. It's a tissue of inconsistencies. Let's see. Stoker affirms that those who die as victims of a vampire should become one in turn. So at that rate, vampirism should spread like an epidemic, with a growth rate faster than Fibonacci's famous immortal sequence. In a first stage, all of mankind would be vampirized, and then, in a second, the vampires would also disappear, not having any victims left to feed on. So Stoker's hypothesis is therefore perfectly absurd. No species can live without regulation.
Apparently you don't really appreciate Stoker's work.
Stoker considers himself a historian and a scientist, but he's just an oddball. His novel is a collection of implausibilities. Take the character of Lucy. That woman, he keeps saying, is getting better, until she just dies. A victim of Dracula, she's treated by transfusion. Blindly, of course, because at the time, we knew nothing of blood types. In those conditions, what are the chances the patient will accept the donor's blood?
About 1 out of 3, if my recollections are good. Nonetheless, in desperate cases, it's worth the trouble to try.
Certainly. But the good Professor Van Helsing, who is always described as a genius, Repeated the operation with 4 different donors. The chances of survival for that poor Lucy then fell to less than 2%. It's probably the transfusions that killed her, and not Dracula. Let's get back to Van Helsing. Supposedly an expert.
He's got
He
opinions.
teaches us that they can read minds and change into bats. However, he's not worried about finding one of the latter at the window of the room in which he's holding a meeting. And then he seems so surprised that Dracula knows his plans. The naivety of that character is irritating.
Yeah, he needs to start a blog. That's true. He should definitely do that. Did you know that the director was gonna shoot a movie?
Yeah, I know the work of Murnau. They call it expressionism. But for me, those morbid fantasies have much more to do with pathology. Tell me, could I ask you a personal question? Listening to your voice, I have the feeling that you're a little tense.
Yes, I'm not sleeping well.
Nothing else? You can confide in me. I'm a
Uh-oh.
doctor, you know.
I have P syndrome.
Sometimes I get the feeling I'm being spied upon. I'm sure it's only an impression, but it's becoming an obsession.
Father Arno, you are sensitive and susceptible, like our late lamented Dr. Caligaro. These are qualities, but they make you vulnerable. Above all, don't let your imagination govern you.
That's good advice. Thank you. I'll try to follow it. Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Father.
Later. Okay. That was an interesting dialogue-filled conversation. So now I think we need to talk to this guy, but I don't know if he's up here or if he's down. I mean, we'll try knocking on his door.
It's not polite to burst in on people this way.
No, he's not here. Oh my gosh. It was a loud firework. Hey look, it's me. I'm not a vampire. Yay. I like not being a vampire. Oh, it's him again. Where's that one dude? Is he like... Is he still... I'm gonna ring the bell. I want to talk to her.
Tell me, Father, do you think Martha would be
I already answered
sanctified?
this question.
Do you mean canonized?
Yeah, that's it. I hope she'll be canonized. A saint.
Alright, I guess I can't talk to her. Alright, so he seems to not be here. So, I guess we need to go up to the castle. I mean, it's dark. I feel like this is such a bad idea. Is he still at the castle? Like... I don't remember where to go. Oh, wait. The castle is over here.
Greetings, stranger.
Hello. I'm Father Arno Moriani.
I am Luana, the gypsy. Tell me, priest, do you want to know the future?
I'd prefer to ask you about the past and the present.
You know Martha?
Yes. She did not choose an easy path.
I'm puzzled. It seems to me that many strange... I'm puzzled. It seems to me there are many strange deaths in this
From
village.
behind the high grass, the wolf observes the flock and carries off the weak and isolated.
As usual, the Oracle speaks in obscure, mysterious terms.
That is because it does not want to lie, nor provoke the anger of the powerful.
What do you know about vampires?
Certain things. But I also know the virtues of silence.
What do you know about the Castle of Twilight?
As much as I want to know.
Are you acquainted with the name of Dracula?
I have a feeling that before the end you will know more than me about the dragon.
Alright.
Hey, priest, do you want to play?
Yes, on the condition that we don't wager money.
You want to play for nothing? That's not my custom, but I am curious to see how you manage.
Okay, let's play. I don't know what we're playing, but let's play.
Examine the dice carefully before you play.
Okay, this has 3 7s and a 1. or 4 7s and 2 1s. This has 4 3s and 2 12s. And this one has all 5s. So what's the goal of this game? Play.
Each one, in turn, must choose a different die and throw it using a horn. The 2 dice are discovered at the same time. The higher number wins. Do you want to begin?
Let me look at these dice. I will let you begin. She rolled a 5 die. So, she's likely got a 5. So my best option would be to take the 7. So I'd have a 66% chance of rolling higher than her. Play. Oh, we gotta roll it.
You lose.
Farts. Alright, let's play again. Alright. So I'm gonna take this one. Just because why the hell not? I'll play dangerously.
You win.
Playing dangerously. I would have won no matter what I rolled because she rolled a 1. Alright. This is a weird game.
You win.
Yeah. Alright. I'll stop while I'm ahead. Wait, what way do we want to go? I don't remember what way we want to go. How do we get to the castle? I want to go to the castle, but I don't know how to get there. Now let's go this way. Then this way. This is not the right way. This is the wrong way. I'm going to go the opposite way. So this way. Okay, here it is. I found it. Found it. That is not a fun game. I would rather play, like, almost any game other than that. I mean, it's clearly a game. It's clearly a risk game. A game where you're, like, taking on risk, but... Is he even up here? Oh, he is. He's still here. Hey, I'm back! How you doing?
Hello, Janos. I have a surprise for you. I've just been ordered to conduct an investigation into vampires.
What do you know? Anything can happen. I was talking about the same subject with Stefan Luca, who just arrived at the inn. He's kind of a fanatic, and firmly believes in the existence of vampires. You should question him.
You're more useful to me because you're a historian. I have several questions to ask you, particularly about Vlad Tepes.
For my investigation, I have to consult a historian specialized in vampire mythology.
The recognized expert on the subject was Professor Van Bergen.
The great Orientalist. The man who crisscrossed Asia for the English Secret Service?
The very one. At his death, his superb collection was bequeathed to his successor, Professor Irina Buksov. Speak about her to Stefan Luca. I think he has her number.
Okay.
So Professor Boxoff would be the person to consult?
Without a doubt. She possesses remarkable pieces on the subject you are interested in. A manuscript of a biography of Vlad Tepes, in particular.
Good. I shall get in touch with her.
Do you know that this Vlad Tepes, whom you so admire, is considered a vampire?
That's a legend forged by his enemies. Stoker was inspired by it to write a very bad novel.
Alright, he doesn't like the novel either. He is not a fan. He is not a fan of the novel. What do you know about the Path of the Dragon?
It's a journey of initiation that some traditions associate with Vlad Tepes. Most likely because Vlad was called Dracula, which means the dragon or the devil. but it's more related to occultism than to history. Professor Bukzov will fill you in better than I can.
I visited Dr. Maria.
I assume she took some of your blood? She gets everybody to contribute.
Actually, she didn't. I took my own blood. It's actually what happened. I took my own blood. Yeah. So that's a thing. He's like, "Give me your blood." Blah. Yeah. That is I basically did her job. Something tells me she might not be the best doctor. I don't know. All right, now we need to speak to the journalist again. Get a phone number. Confirm we're not a vampire again. We're not a vampire. Cool. Awesome. Good to know. Hey.
It just so happens that my congregation has ordered me to undertake an inquiry on the vampires.
Inquire? We have to fight.
Suppose they exist. If that's the case, isn't it essential to study them first? Know thy enemy.
Ours is wily and difficult to get at, unless we take the path of the dragon. That was Martha's conviction.
The path of the dragon?
The dragon. The vampire. Dracula. All these names designate our adversary. The path of the dragon leads to his lair. Look at this file that Martha entrusted me with on her return from Turkey. She had established that the path comprised 7 trials. The related documents are sorted in 7 folders.
Oh my god. He keeps throwing more information at us. Like, oh yeah, I just remembered I had these files too.
I know that work. It's Raphael's Crucifixion.
Yes, photographed by Martha. According to her, this painting has a connection with the first stage on the path of the dragon.
Really? The painting has a hidden meaning?
Martha thought so. She spoke to me of other versions of the same work of art, slightly modified reproductions she examined in private collections. According to her, to understand the hidden message, the original's not enough. It has to be compared to the copies and the variations noted.
Do you have other versions of the
I
painting?
love reading,
Unfortunately
Gregory.
not. Martha gave me this file at the beginning of her research, for she feared her papers would be stolen. Afterwards, we had a falling out, and she didn't transmit anything else to me. I'm certainly lacking some essential pieces.
We're radically changing style, you could say.
This other document is a sketch Martha made of an ancient bas-relief.
The inscription is hard to make out. It vaguely resembles Enochian.
But the drawing is clear. The figure is slashing his veins.
I see the sketch is classified in the first folder with the crucifixion. Is there a connection then between these 2 documents and the first stage of the path?
For Martha, there was no doubt about it. Here's a sketch of another bas-relief, from the same place as the previous one. Martha associated it with the second trial.
There aren't any other documents? Nothing for the 5 last tests?
They're all I have, but I'm sure that Martha found many others, if I'd only been more conciliatory.
Okay, so the first path is apparently to shed our own blood. The second path is apparently to shed the blood of some animal. So those are the 2 stages, from what I can tell from what we've got there. Alright, I need to know the phone number, dude.
Father, we have to follow the path of the dragon. Let's go to Turkey, since Martha went there. Together we'll succeed.
I don't think that my
Whoa,
superiors would appreciate
buddy.
that initiative. However, I promise that I'll think about it.
Whoa. Told me you knew Professor von Bergen's successor in Budapest.
Irina Buksov? I tried to contact her, but I was rejected. She's incredibly mistrustful. It's a shame, because I think she knows a great deal about the Path of the Dragon.
Do you have her phone number? Who knows? Maybe I'll be luckier than you.
Do you think so? Possibly. You're a priest. That inspires trust. Call 445-827 in Budapest. But whatever you do, don't say you know me.
You told me you had a falling out with Martha. Tell me about that.
One day, I found her in a state of shock. She wouldn't tell me anything, but I understood that she had been threatened. I told her she was taking too many risks. She wasn't listening to me, so I got angry. She answered that she'd do without my help, and she never spoke to me again about the path. It was stupid of me. If I'd backed her up all the way, she might still be alive. Today, it's my duty to finish what she began. Alone, if you won't help me.
Why this document gathering? This meticulous classification?
Martha said it was the only way to discover objects and symbols related to each trial. She added that without that knowledge, it was impossible to attain the end of the path.
Where did Martha find her documentation?
She haunted public and private libraries. I know that she frequently visited the Alba Iula Museum.
She
It burned
haunted
shortly
them.
after her death. I have a feeling it wasn't by accident.
She was a ghost? What?
I went to give blood at the request of Dr. Maria Florescu.
You didn't try to recover any documents?
What's the point in harassing young Maria? I'm sure there's nothing left of Martha's archives. Our enemy has had plenty of time to destroy them.
You know Professor von Kruger?
He used to correspond regularly with Martha before the war. He didn't believe in vampires. According to him, the victims were sick people who needed to be cured. Martha shared his opinion at the beginning. It was during the war that she understood the truth.
Okay. Alright. Now we let's do the vampire check. You're still not a vampire. That's good. That's good. Good to know. Number, please. We want to call this person. Professor Irina.
This is Irina Boxoff.
This is Father Arno Moriani. Hello, Professor. At the request of my hierarchy, I'm investigating the persistence of certain superstitions. You are an authority on questions of folklore and popular beliefs.
You flatter me. Let's say that I have had the good fortune to inherit the library of my predecessor, Professor Hermann von Bergen. But tell me, what exactly is your investigation focused on?
The belief in those imaginary creatures called vampires.
Vampires. You're interested in vampires.
Just to demystify them, the Catholic Church wants to fight this superstition.
I have serious reserves about getting into the subject. I am in great demand, you know. Could you be more precise about the framework in which you're conducting your inquiry?
I was entrusted with it by Monsignor Felicio Briganti of the Congregation of Rites. If need be, you can contact him by calling Vatican 63.
Your references are serious. I'll accept to help you, Father, but I don't trust the telephone. Could you visit me at my office in Budapest?
Certainly. As early as tomorrow, if it's all right with you.
Very good. I'll expect you.
Oh, I forgot. I was told that you possess a volume related to my inquiry. A biography of Vlad Tepes?
That's true. Professor von Bergen left me Michel Beheim's account in verse. It's a 15th century manuscript, very precious. But did you know that the German prose version was reprinted in 1905? It's a brochure entitled Geschichte Dracula Vida, brought out by the Friends of the Vatican Library.
Published by the Friends of the Vatican Library? In that case, it won't be difficult for me to procure a copy. Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Father.
Okay. What should I do now? Have I done all my objectives? Consult a historian. Well, that's what we're going to do tomorrow, right? Take the train to visit the professor in Budapest. I guess now we take a train, eh? I'm gonna call the Vatican because I want to ask about the book, I guess. But
Number, please.
Vatican 65, I guess.
This is Cardinal Felicio Briganti.
This is Father Arno Moriani. I intend to go have a discussion with Professor Irina
we're checking
Boxoff
in.
in Budapest to complete my file on vampires.
Very good. Will you be coming back to Rome directly afterwards?
If you don't see any problem with it, I'll go back to Vladoviste first. I'll be more tranquil there to write out my conclusions.
Ah, an excellent idea. You'll be able to take advantage of the fresh country air. I also plan on spending a week or two in the country.
I almost forgot. Could you have a work
Yeah,
that was
there we
published
go.
by the Friends of the Vatican Library sent to me?
Certainly.
It's a bound volume, Geschichte Dracula Vaida, reprinted in 1905.
No problem. I'll send it to you at your inn. Let me insist on one point, Arno. For your research, it's important that you consult the best scientific experts. We need the authority of a doctor and a historian to support your conclusions.
I understand.
And after you've finished your work, make sure you get some rest.
Goodbye, Your Eminence.
Yeah.
Be well,
Get some
Arno.
rest. All right. So we're gonna go to we're gonna go by train, I guess, to the place. Okay. I guess we're gonna take the train. Eh? Hey, what are you
Ozana,
doing here?
I'm leaving for Budapest for a day or two. Would you please keep my room?
Well, that is...
Naturally, I'll pay you for my keep, even for the nights that I'm not here.
In that case, of course, Father. I'll keep your room for you. She's back. The swindler. With her cards and her dice. She's cheated many a man. What a scandal.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I was playing with no money, so... But... Where's the train station? We gotta go there. I think it's this way. And here it is. Let's play a game again. Play again. Alright, we've won 2 games. She gets that one. I really think that's the wrong move.
You lose.
I do, but I think maybe these dice are loaded. Oh, that time she did the other one. We're better off getting the 5 this time.
You win.
I've played enough. I have to concentrate on my mission now.
Oh, apparently 5 games is enough. Alright. Oh, look, it's a map. It's a map. Wow, nice. Let's go to wherever this is. It's Budapest, but... Budapest at 8 a.m. Wow, this is a nice train, I must say.
Come in.
Oh wait, we went right to her office apparently.
Father Arno, I presume. You didn't have too much difficulty finding my office?
No. The concierge told me what I needed to know. You have a wonderful place.
All the art objects surrounding me were bequeathed by my mentor and friend, the late Professor Hermann von Bergen.
I know his reputation. He was a great traveler.
And a distinguished scholar. But tell me, did you have a pleasant journey?
Yes, thank you. I admired the Transylvanian landscape, then I fell asleep.
And you've come from Transylvania?
From Vladiviste, to be precise.
The homeland of Vlad the Impaler. You made the right choice of locales to investigate vampires. Herman went there too when he was young.
I'm curious to know why Professor von Bergen went to Vladiviste.
He never told
She's
me.
a vampire?
I've had various hypotheses, of course.
Probably.
But I must confess, the question intrigues me. And to think that the answer might lie behind.
Well, she's in the sun. I
The
mean,
personal papers of Herman are in this strongbox. He died suddenly and didn't have the time to give me the code for opening it.
Can I try to open it? I'm no expert in the matter, but with a little luck.
Gladly. I'd be very grateful if you managed to open Herman's strongbox.
okay, we need to spell something.
This
Vain-
lock is incredibly noisy. Or has my ear become more sensitive?
Which means we have to listen for a difference in sound. Wow.
I can't get over how clearly I can hear the mechanism. It's extraordinary.
Wow, what a combination. It's wow, somebody really doesn't want somebody to get in this box. I mean, damn. I think it's a date. You know, you put letters on it and then you use a Roman numeral. Like that seems kind of funny if that's what actually happened. I think that might be exactly what happened. I'm guessing we're gonna get V and then I. Just to guess. Oh no, we didn't. Another C? An X? Maybe an X. Oh, we already passed X. It wasn't X. Like, I feel like this is Roman numerals. Did I miss it? Oh, it is an X. It is an X. And then an I? We'll try a V first, I guess. Oh, it's another
I
X.
found the combination. MDCCCXX. Looks like a number in Roman numerals.
Thank you for opening the strongbox, Father. Would you be so kind as to deposit the contents on my desk?
What's this?
It's a container of acid. If anyone tries to force the strongbox, it breaks and destroys everything within it.
Damn!
A wax cylinder and a letter. Let's see the letter. Very interesting. Are you familiar with the name of Bram Stoker?
He's the author of Dracula. I had the opportunity of perusing his novel.
This is a letter from Mr. Stoker addressed to Herman. Read it, please.
She is quite, I mean, at least she said please, right? Bram Stoker. Dear Master, I must admit that your last letter caused me some grief. I hereby hope to reassure you, and above all convince you, that I do not misuse the fascinating history that you recounted to us in the Beefsteak Club. Above all, please know that I have never doubted the gravity of this matter. It is precisely for that reason that I have found it found in it a good source of inspiration. I understand that you do not wish to be troubled, since all you did was to perform your duty. However, during that memorable meeting at the club, you most certainly suggested that we employ prudence and discretion, but you did not require us to keep an absolute secret. Why act in such a manner, if not because you wished, in one way or another, to warn humanity against the terrible danger that you had faced, and this is not the real reason for which you confided in us? Or, if it is impossible to reveal the naked truth without bringing you any prejudice, what better means of warning our contemporaries against the lords of the night than a novel that reveals their tricks and especially the means to destroy them? Thus I had reasoned that is why I wrote my Dracula, this book of which you disapprove today. Consider, however, that I have moved the action from Transylvania to England, that I created two distinct characters from here, Louisiana. In other words, that I considerably alter your story, which must we note recounts events that are already 24 years old. This is not enough to protect you. As to your other criticisms, do not they contradict the first ones? Because after having reproached me for having disclosed too much, you accuse me of deforming and watering down the facts. It is true that I often let my imagination and sensibility guide my quill. The greatest liberty that I took was no doubt to give my novel a happy end, but the story of a failure could have generated much distress when we wished to, on the contrary, to inspire hope and the desire to fight. Finally, you write, I would have preferred that you not quote me, to my deepest regret, in order to respect your will. I have struck out from the drafts your real family name. Will you at least allow me to designate you by the Latin form of your name? Arminus? Without that, I would feel guilty of literary ingratitude. Please accept my sincere devotion and admiration, Bram Stoker. Interesting. What's this?
This cylinder was cut with a process that's no longer in use. I have to find a machine that can read it. I'll keep you informed.
Okay.
I won't examine this document without permission.
Okay, I guess we talk to her now.
So then Stoker was inspired by a story told him by Professor von Bergen, the story of events that had taken place in Transylvania. Perhaps in Vladoviste?
It's probable.
Did you know that Professor Van Bergen knew Bram Stoker?
Yes, but I ignored all the details that are recounted in this letter. I only knew that Stoker had cited Herman among the sources inspiring him, and Herman was not flattered.
Had the professor foreseen the novel's success?
In no way. One day he told me, speaking of Stoker, that irresponsible man didn't understand half of what I told him. He's peddling errors that could cost people their lives. Fortunately, his book will be quickly forgotten.
What is the source of the belief in vampires?
The first trace we have stems from ancient Babylon. The creation poem contains sinister allusions to Lilith, the unappeasable, who sucks the blood of newborns. Several centuries later, the Odyssey evokes dead people who crowd together to drink at a blood-filled ditch. But it's in Europe, beginning in the 14th century, that veritable epidemics of vampirism are described. They would continue until the 18th century, a period which left us much written testimony.
For example?
The famous Visum and Repertum report, written in 1732 by a retired Austrian military doctor. In it, we learn in abundant detail how Serbian peasants open a vampire's grave and execute him by driving a stake through his heart.
Ooh.
What an energetic method.
It's very widespread. In Russia, they use an aspen stake. In other places, it's made of hawthorn, from which Christ's crown of thorns was woven.
Okay. Belief in vampires must lead to much desecration of graves.
It has to. Reports describe hundreds of grave openings. The vampire's cadaver is identifiable because it's perfectly conserved. It often appears swollen by the blood it has absorbed. The blood stains its clothes, its nails, or its mouth. It's sometimes so abundant that it overflows the coffin.
That's gross. How does that even work? Does the vampires like put the blood in like some sort of other dimensional void or something? You speak as if of vampires as if they existed. Reassure me, they don't really believe in them, do you?
What do you mean by believe, Father?
I mean, do you think that vampires have a real, objective existence?
Real or objective? You must choose, Father. Because the only immediate reality is subjective. The rest are just hypotheses.
All right, your viewpoint is unassailable. So let me reformulate my question. According to you, has the existence of vampires been demonstrated?
Jean-Jacques Rousseau said, "If ever there was in the world a warranted and proven history, it is that of vampires. Nothing is lacking. Official reports, affidavits of well-known people, of surgeons, of priests, of magistrates. The evidence is most complete."
Yet all these stories and affidavits seem very confused to me. I sense nothing coherent behind it all. Didn't you say yourself that the traditions don't agree?
Don't take the legends literally. I think they are the deformed reflection of a truth that is even more horrible. This book, The Lords of Twilight, is the most rigorous volume ever written on vampires. Open it.
She didn't even say please that time. She was just like, open it. Open that book. Ooh, fire. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm looking around first. Make her a little bit impatient. Maybe she'll be like, come on, I told you to open. Hey, what's this?
This is no time to be telephoning.
Just walk out the door in disgust. Alright, let's go.
This is no time to take my leave. I'm sure the professor has even more things to teach me.
Let's go this way.
No point for us to go to the library. I've already brought back several volumes that might interest you.
No point going to the library. This is what I want you to look at, you dingus. Alright. I guess we'll look at it. Lords of Twilight are the fulfillment of the race. Professor Hermann von Buren, hoping that, in spite of our differences of opinion, he will appreciate this study, which owes a lot to his immense knowledge. HVK. Forward! We're gonna have to read 6 pages. Well, I guess more like 5 pages. Forward, for those whom this work is intended, know enough about it that it is not necessary either to demonstrate the obvious facts or to quote the details of my references. I will therefore limit myself to summarizing the facts. Those whom we shall agree to call the superior strangers, or the lords, originate from the human race, live among it, and feed upon it. We know that they do not grow old, and they are almost invulnerable. The almost is important. If the lords can be destroyed, then they must compensate losses due to violent deaths. One way or another, they must reproduce. Reproduction and selection. In numerous species, the reproduction is independent of sexuality. It is the case with the lords. We can hypothesize, at least, in the first step, that the reproduction is a result of a calculation if, as it is probable, they help each other in maintaining the lesser men in ignorance and servitude. They must renew their own numbers so as to not become weak. However, the reproduction of a virtually immortal species must be strictly limited, or the food, the human cattle, will soon become insufficient. Thus, it is impossible to accept that immortality could be transmitted through a simple bite as a contagious disease. Such a belief is constantly refuted by the facts. The manner in which the lords complete their ranks is entirely different. It is a process of selection and cooptation. The sources after the 15th century refer to as the path of the dragon. This initiatory journey offers to the human being who undertakes it the chance to transcend his condition in order to join the lords. Marked by trials along the way, it finally brings the candidate into the presence of one of them. If it is the latter's pleasure, the human receives the baptism of blood, which confers immortality, that which a Christian author referred to as the power to live beyond the grace of God. The path of the dragon. The trials of the path are at the crossing points of the real and symbolic and the magical. They are tremendously selected, and if it happens that exceptional beings overcome one or two of them without realizing fully the journey they are undertaking, completing it requires a total commitment, an unfailing will, as well as an intangible factor that we may call demonic grace, because no one can become lord without the favor and approval of a lord. The path received this name in honor of the most remarkable lord in history, Vlad Tepev's Dracula, the dragon. It is therefore certain that this prince traveled the path, and it is highly probable that others later followed it up to him. Vlad, however, was not the first. The path existed before him, and he received his baptism from an elder lord. Documents prove, in fact, that the path has been codified since the dawn of history. The cryptograms that structure it were copied numerous times. The manner in which they merge with the sacred art of their times demonstrates that among the crowd of naive copyists, a handful of initiates were at work, as desirous of ensuring the eternity of their knowledge as to reserve access to it to an elite. The link. But if there is an uninterrupted chain of lords up to Vlad Tepev, which of them is the first link? Texts as old as writing itself suggest the name of Lilith, the killer of babies, looking like a serpent, the demon of twilight, who had been a human being, but who escaped this condition by rebelling against God. Lilith's actual existence is a hypothesis to be considered. She would be then the acting incarnation of this thirst for power that constitutes the transcendental part of the human heritage. Constitutes the transcendental part of the human heritage. This feature, pushed to the extreme, characterizes the race of the lords, born in the midst of mankind in a way entirely comparable to the phenomenon of the separation of the species described by Darwin and his disciples. Thus, man must engender Ubermensch, the Superman, not only for the metaphorical point of view and a symbolic one, as the philosopher understood it, but also on the very concrete level of biology and the balance of powers. There you go. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I super duper appreciate it, everybody. Alright.
The Lords of Twilight is the work of an insane person. It's sheer madness.
Father, the war that has just ended shows that the whole world can go mad. In less than 30 years, evil will seize power and the earth will once more catch fire.
No, not so quickly, not so soon. After the carnage we went through, the world will take the time to let its wounds heal.
You'll see. The author of the book, the Thule Society that publishes it, all of them are criminals who won't hesitate trampling on corpses to gain power and eternal life. The war will come because of them and their like.
There we go. According to the author of The Lords, the Path of the Dragon leads to Vlad Tepes.
That's very possible. Vlad was a cruel ruler, intelligent and determined. He could very well have made a deal with the devil and conquered immortality.
So he would have lived several centuries?
To be sure.
But where would he be hiding?
In Vladiviste? Why not? Or elsewhere. The fox might have changed his den.
He's that dog.
The only way to tell would be to follow the path until its end.
He's that dog. He's that dog. That dog. That's who it is. A freaking dog. I think that dog's a vampire. That's why the dog doesn't like me and barks at me. Because he's a vampire and he wants me to stay away. Because I'm a priest.
It's a group founded by Heinrich von Kreutzberg on the ruins of the Golden Dawn, another secret society. Thule reached out to Professor von Bergen many times, but he couldn't bear them. He always kept his distance, and I followed his example.
Did they approach you?
Many times. Openly, not in any roundabout way. Oh, they're very clever, very influential. I would never compromise myself with them.
How can you be so sure that a new world war is going to erupt?
Do you know the hidden apocalypse of Thomas the Greater?
Yes, there are those who say it is a prophetic work.
Here it is. Open the book, and you will read some astonishing things.
More to read, more to read. Oh, yes, I was really... Oh, man, it's a
This
crossword
page reveals
puzzle.
the origin of the Great War. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand at Sarajevo. The event that would submerge the world in
crossword
horror
puzzle.
had been announced centuries before in this book.
Really? This page, you say?
Forget the direction you ordinarily read in. Try to compose words vertically or diagonally. See?
Casus belli. The cause of the war.
Exactly. The prophecy contains two other terms that cross the first one. Look for them, and you will find the date and place of the assassination.
What? Date and place. What am I looking for again? I forget what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the cause, the date? The date? And the cause? This is a freaking crossword puzzle. She is on her last, she needs to stop doing whatever drug she's doing. She said there were two that crosses. I can't even go that way. I'm confused. What am I looking for? Can't even go that way. Okay. What am I looking for here? Hey. She said a date. It seems like a date would be easy to find. Like... You know? I don't even know what I'm looking for, though. You found dump? Nice. I mean, I guess it could be in Roman numerals. Right? Oh yeah, in fact, here we go. Here we go. MCMX.
Here's the date.
There we go. It's in Roman numerals. MCMXIV. That's 1914. Right? 1914? And the place. We need a place, too. Well, where did it happen at? What is this even? Cause of war? You know, if I actually knew what we were talking about, I'd probably be able to find it a lot easier. Tusara. Yeah, we got a word finder, but it's like a prophecy finder. It's like something. It's like one of those prophecy things where you only know you can't actually tell the future. You know, it's conveniently so you can't actually tell the future. You can only determine that the future was told after it actually happened. Like those convenient prophecies that, oh man, look, it said it right there, but we couldn't find it because we didn't know exactly what was going to happen. Like, cause of the war, 1914, and does anybody know what we're looking for? It freaked you out for a moment? What are we looking for? What the heck are we looking for? Like, I feel like I know what we're looking for, but I can't find it. Well, Hidden Apocalypse is, I think, the name of the puzzle. I think we're looking for a place. Like, we're looking for a place. is what we're looking for. And I thought we were looking for like Austro-Hungary, or some Hungaria or something like that. It was supposed to be who started the war. So the cause of the war, the date of the war, and who started the war. So she gave us those clues as to what we were supposed to find. But I might just be wrong about the final, what I'm looking for. I see David here. Here's David. David. I wonder what David's up to. What's David's prophecy? A. So these A's. Super. I see super. There's so many words in here, yeah. Can we get, like, more info? I want more info. Give me more info. Can we turn the page? No. We have to solve this before we can go further. I wish I would have been paying slightly more attention. Ba-ba-bum. Well, cool. Give me a clue. Can I have a clue?
Are you giving up? Do I have to show you the words that you haven't found?
No, I'll keep looking. Apparently we have a way to solve it, so... Oh, here we go. Wait. No? I don't know which one I clicked. So, I was just clicking around. Quart. So let's me go... I don't know. I want to get this. Dang it. I want to get this. I mean, it does say page 1 of 7, but I think there's there's not 7 more puzzles, or 6 more puzzles. I think this is the first page of a book. And once we solve it, we're going to get more information on it. I don't think there's gonna be more puzzles. I don't think so. I hope not. Well, at least not like this. If we had like a clue on what we were supposed to be finding, that would be nice. I don't know what it is. Were we supposed to actually be paying attention to like the game and stuff? Like I truly don't understand. I'm paying attention to adventure games. Like, I feel like we're getting a history lesson here. You know? Okay, I would not have gotten this one.
Here's the place.
I would not have gotten that.
Everything's there. In 1914, in Sarajevo, the incident that caused the war occurred. It can't be a coincidence.
It's very odd, I grant you that.
That's the past. Now let's discover the future. You see, on this page, the Thule Society is clearly designated. Its name is associated with Kaiadis, which means massacre. To know more, look for connected terms.
Oh no. Well, here's a date. (1936). But it could also be 1935. It could be also 1930. It could be also 1920. It could be also 1910. It could be 1900. It could be, you know, that's the problem we got here. So I guess we do have to do more. Immolate. Immolate. I see immolate. Isn't that how you spell immolate? Maybe not. What's this? Hey, is this me? Is that me? Is that my name? Oh no, that's not my name. I thought that was my name. How are we supposed to find that? I thought that was my name. I thought my name was Mal, but I guess I'm not. My name is not Evil. Victory of Evil. Okay, that sounds bad. That sounds pretty bad. Okay, I don't see how you're supposed to actually do this. Like, legit. I mean, she'll help you out. She will solve the puzzle for you, but I mean that's the thing. She will solve the puzzle for you. So it's not like this is that bad of a puzzle. It's not a great puzzle, but you know, because this is ridiculous. The buttons at the top don't really do anything. This one this one gives you a magnifying glass, so you can like zoom in if you want to. This one's a random page button. This one has to do with underlining text. They're all disabled though, so the only button that's enabled is the enlarge button, which you don't want to use anyway. Yeah, the only reason it's not so bad is because you can give up, or you can look it up on the internet. That's another option, which is what I have done, because, like, obviously, if you, okay, it's this one right here. Here's the one we're looking for. So how would we know that? Oh wait, that didn't work. Oh, it's probably supposed to be backwards. No? What the heck? Oh, maybe it's I-A?
So now everything is clear. At the instigation of the Thule Society, evil will triumph in Germany in 1936. And there will be massacres.
So this prophecy is at the root of your mistrust of the Thule Society.
It's just one element among many others. Believe me, those people have no notion of compassion.
Yeah, Germania, I guess. Okay. I need to find my own fortune-telling crossword. So I can tell fortunes.
I see it as a way to force destiny, to attain, thanks to the Force, spheres forbidden to man.
How could that be possible?
Father, you are well placed to know that sacraments of good exist. You must accept that there are also sacraments of evil, handed down from time immemorial.
If they do exist, these sacraments can only be dangerous illusions.
They do exist. 7 of them. 7 stages of the same route. 7 trials to change a man into a bloodthirsty monster who pretends to deal with God as an equal. The keys to the path of the dragon are hidden in ancient documents. Take this occult work. It contains an illustration that I would ask you to examine carefully.
Another book!
I know that painting. I saw it very recently. It's Raphael's crucifixion scene. Although, no, it's not precisely the same work.
Excellent memory. It is indeed a copy. We shall point out the differences with the original one by one.
We will? Oh no, we got to spot the difference puzzle now.
In the original painting, the angel on the left holds 2 chalices.
To be sure, I remember that very well. In your copy, the angel on the left is only holding 1 chalice.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
That's the most flagrant difference. There's another one, but you'll need a magnifying glass to see it.
Oh, look, they're showing us magnifying glass tech.
Focus your magnifying glass on the base of the cross.
The base? Oh, right there.
An inscription, but it's in ancient Enochian. Do not let your blood flow in vain. A strange locution. What meaning do you ascribe to all this?
Herman had an idea on the subject.
I mean, these aren't really puzzles. This is definitely not a puzzle. This is not a puzzle. Okay, what are we doing now?
These variations between the 2 versions of the crucifixion are troubling. You say that Professor Van Bergen was able to interpret them?
Herman was convinced that the variations in the documents revealed the secrets of the path. Imagine yourself as a copyist, seeking to transmit a message to initiates. Two methods are possible. Either you add an element to the original, or more subtly, you remove one.
The chalice?
Yes, it's absent from the copy, and I think it's a way to draw attention to it. The devil leaves his signature in its absence, Herman said.
Then the chalice is important.
An object is associated with each stage of the path. I'd venture a guess that the chalice is one of them. There are 6 others to discover.
What happens at the end of the route?
The initiate must accomplish one last rite. He won't be able to unless he's understood all he's achieved before. That is, if he knows the order of the trials as well as the objects and symbols related to each of them.
Why are we talking about this? This isn't why I came here.
If you want to transmit forbidden knowledge, it's an advantage to plagiarize sacred art. Your copy will be piously conserved by simple folk who don't even suspect what you've hidden there. And your message will go through the centuries, understood only by those to whom it is addressed. Your spiritual brothers, the initiates.
You say your library is remarkably rich?
That's true, but it's very hard to find one's way in it. Herman had a very particular way of storing his books. Let's say he classified them more poetically than functionally. Without this catalog associating each book with its call number, I'd be lost in my own library. Every time I take a volume from the shelf, I write its call number on a bookmark I slip between the pages. That way I can put it back in place without losing too much time. For the same reason, I use ghosts.
Ghosts?
Yes, there are ghosts in my library. That's what we call the pieces of white cardboard that signify the place of a missing work on the shelf.
Professor, I don't want to take up too much of your time. This visit was most interesting, even if, I must admit, your opinions hardly go in the sense my hierarchy expected.
It's regrettable that the Catholic Church is so rigid. But even if the existence of vampires may be doubted, the existence of the Thule Society is unquestionable. Beware of it, Father. I'll gather some documents that will show you all of the malevolence of this organization. Where can I send them to you?
At the Vladovista Inn, if you'd be so kind. Thank you for receiving me so graciously, Professor.
I wish you a safe journey back to Transylvania, Father. God keep you.
What an astonishing conversation. It's as if this woman lived in another world. I'll have to test some of these arguments on Professor Kruger. I'm curious to know his opinion.
Oh, she threw me out. Okay. I guess we're going back. It's time for another train ride. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's rubbing her neck. I think she got bitten by a vampire. That's not good. That's bad, right? Alright. Objectives. Alright, we have a book that was probably delivered to us at the end. We have several
I've got to see Janos and Stefan. They'll surely be curious to know how my conversation with Professor Boxoff went. But first, let's stop at the inn to see if I've received any mail.
Well, one of them happens to be at the end. We were gone for what? A day? Dang.
No point persisting. No one's here.
Hey! I need my mail.
That's the outbox for the mail. No point persisting.
Oh.
No one's here.
It won't let me, like...
Stefan Luca is in the parlor. Let's go greet him.
Is he? We're still not a vampire. Man.
Hello, Father Arno. What news?
Let me turn around. Hey, you moved.
I've just come from Budapest. I saw Professor Boxoff, and I have to confess that she shares some of your ideas.
You see? Are you ready to help me at last? When do we leave for Turkey?
I don't think that my superiors would appreciate that initiative. However, I promise that I'll think about it.
Very well. I think I'll have to venture onto the path of the dragon alone. I can see that I haven't convinced you, Father. I'd still like to ask you something. Sometimes I'm scared, scared of the powers I'm challenging. Of course, I do have my Medal of St. Dimitri, but I'd also like to have your blessing.
You should know that, at our hostess's request, I've already blessed the room you're sleeping in.
Oh? Well, that is reassuring. Thank you, Father.
Oh, he's sleeping in that room? Oh no, that's not good.
I can see that I haven't...
You should...
Oh?
Okay, so that dialogue's done. Okay. This goes all the way... This goes up to 1914. For how long has that been running? I don't know. Since we gave Charlie treats?
It's the last volume. The paper interrupted publication during the war.
How long has that been? When we give Charlie treats? However long that's been. That was a while ago. Yeah. I think that was about 45 minutes ago. I think it was about at midnight. Alright, let's see if he's in his room now. Dang it, I gotta go up to the stupid castle again. I gotta go to the stupid castle. Which I don't remember how to get. Oh, there it is. I think I see it. Oh, I gotta go this way. And then I gotta go this way. Okay. I know where it is now. I mean, I can add 45 minutes to it right now. Stop it, and I'll add 45 minutes to it. Ba-ba-bum. I'm not logged in. Oh, man. That sucks. Log in. Oh, no. It needs my code. It needs my special code. Submit. Alright. There, now I'm logged in. Alright. Timer. Edit. So we'll add 40 minutes. Save. There we go. 40 minutes have been added. Alright, we'll start the timer back up. Here we go. Now it's more accurate. Now it's 100% accurate. This feels ominous. This always feels ominous. Just the music they give me when I do this, it makes it feel super duper ominous. Hey, he's moved. He's moved too. What are you doing, dude?
Hello, Father Arno. Are you back from Budapest?
No.
Yes, I spoke at length with Professor
I'm not.
Boxoff. She takes testimony about vampirism very seriously.
Age makes many academics lose touch with reality. But tell me, did she show you the manuscript about Vlad Tepes?
It wasn't necessary. I was able to procure a printed edition, which is more than enough for my needs.
Professor Boskow appraised me of the existence of a Fool Society, a cult that seeks immortality.
You know I'm not very interested in esotericism.
what do you think of all the acts of cruelty that were ascribed to Vlad Tepes?
Vlad was reproached for everything, even for having abjured orthodoxy to convert to Catholicism. But his life is only known through the writings of his enemies. You have to read between the lines. Among other things, it's said that one Easter he treacherously seized all the noblemen in his country. They add that he made them labor naked on the enlargement of his castle till they died of exhaustion. But they omit to point out that these noblemen had betrayed all the previous kings. They were leading the country to its ruin through constant plotting. By eliminating them, Vlad was acting for the best.
That's one view of things.
That is one view of things. What's this? I mean, I know what this is, but I don't know why it's important, you know? All wound, the last one kills. Personal emblem, the Impaler. Emblem of the family. And then the sundial. Alright. Okay, let's see if we have mail now. Maybe she's there now. Maybe we needed to do that stuff so she would be able to give us our mail. You've got mail. This game feels a lot different than the previous games. This feels way more investigative and way less like inventory-based puzzles. You know? Well, she's here. Let's see if we can talk to her. They.
It's open.
She is here. Let's see if she has anything to say. She's reading again. I went to Budapest.
How lucky you are. It's a very beautiful city.
You know what I learned? Your favorite novel, Dracula, seems to be based on a true story.
Really? That's fascinating.
I suppose so, but my work is to show that everything can be explained with no mystery being involved.
So then the Vatican doesn't want to believe in vampires. What a lack of imagination. Oh, it's very kind of you to visit me, Father.
Thanks.
Adele, lie down.
That's some sort of demon dog, I tell you. I tell you that's a demon dog. It's gotta be a vampire. Or somehow vampire-esque. Okay, the bell's still not working.
That's the outbox for the mail.
The bell is still not working. I need my mail. I need my mail. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's in my room. Ah. Okay, I'm glad I checked my objectives, because my mail's in my room. Gotcha. It's on my desk. She brings it into my
Package
room.
from the Vatican. It must be Vlad Tepes' biography that Monsignor Briganti sent me.
Yay! Open it. Let's look at it. A prisoner of the Turks, Vlad regained his freedom and rose to the throne. The same year, he ordered the execution of the Vondavi of Vladislav, who had been the ruler of the land before him. Moreover, he had people of all walks of life, young and old, men and women, impaled on a stake, and they agitated their legs and arms and convulsed like frogs. Oh, we got a button here. Next. Alright. In addition, he poisoned the water sources throughout the country, and he had women, men, and children brought in and impaled, and they numbered 200. Is this like a children's bedtime story or something? Also, he invited all the poor of the land to partake in a big feast, and then they had and when they had finished eating, he had them all burnt inside a church. He also had a monk and a donkey in which he was riding seized and had them both impaled. It's like a bedtime story the way it's written. He had men buried up to their waist and riddled with arrows. Others were roasted and others were skinned alive. I mean, if it rhymed, it would be like Dr. Seuss. He had been buried and up to their waist and riddled with arrows. The others were roasted, and others were barrowed. Turkish ambassadors greeted him without taking off their headgear, saying, "This is our custom." "Very well," he answered. I will reinforce you in your custom." And they thanked him, but he had them seized and had their headgear hammered into their heads with large iron nails. This is how he reinforced their custom. Well, that's the end.
All right. The time has come to call Monsignor Briganti to tell him my investigation is nearing its end. I hope he's in his office.
Really?
This is a particularly heavy piece of furniture. No way to just slide it.
Alright, here we go. We're using the phone. Let's see what happens.
Number, please.
You have said, I mean, gah.
This is Cardinal Felicio Briganti.
This is Father Arno Moriani.
So, your stay in Budapest.
Instructive. But I must admit that Professor Boxoff's opinions are rather disturbing.
Oh, that's alarming. I do hope that you intend to conclude the way we expect.
Rest assured. I also spoke with Professor Kruger, who approached the problem in a very rational manner. I now have sufficient material to write my report. I'm starting tonight.
Oh, you're always so dynamic. But try to get some rest afterwards. If you like Vladoviste, stay there a while. Walk, read, pray, enjoy the calm and the silence. I'm going for a 2-week retreat to a little monastery in Abruzzo. We'll see each other when I get back to Rome.
Goodbye, Your Eminence.
Be well, Arno.
I worked late. I finished my report, and then I went to bed. It was hot and humid.
Arno.
It was hot and humid.
Arno.
It sounds familiar. Oh. No, we can't. Oh no. It's happening again. Oh no. What is going on?
Another night of agitation. That's the third time I've dreamt of Maria. I'm attracted to that woman, it's obvious. Lord, preserve me from temptation.
Oh, I guess the other time I dreamt of her was like in the train. That was a dream. Okay. I was like, what? When did I dream about her before? An old
This
coin.
medallion. I saw it in a dream.
Oh. Oh no.
Sweet, merciful crap!
I can't rotate it, but it does like give you little details. Latin inscription. Render into Charon that which is Charon's. Charon's. Charon? I know Charon is the fairy keeper who takes the soul of the dead across the river. Oh, it says Archeron. Not Styx. The ancients placed a coin in the mouth of the dead so they could pay the price of the passage. Okay. Alright. Well, I've got it now. Oh, let's do a vampire check. Oh, we're not a vampire. Alright. Whew! Okay. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
This is a particularly heavy piece of furniture. No way to just slide it.
Yeah, I need some leverage. What do I have in my inventory? I've got a piece of copper wire and some berries. Wait, is our dream over? Are we done dreaming? Can't open the door.
It's not polite to burst in on people this way.
I guess we'll go downstairs. Oh, she's right there. Is there anybody in here? No, there's nobody in the parlor. Alright. I guess we'll talk to her.
Father, I gotta talk to you.
What is it, Ozana?
Conveniently, I was going to talk to you.
Mr. Luca asked me to wake him up early. He wanted to leave for Turkey. For Turkey! Imagine that. So, I knocked on his door this morning several times, but he didn't answer. He locked the bolt. I don't know what to do.
That is disturbing. He might be sick. Do you want me to force the door?
Hold on before you break an expensive door. Maybe he's sick, but maybe he's just a heavy sleeper. He likes prune brandy, and he can down a good deal of it.
Still, we have to make sure he's all right.
Father, if you can get into Mr. Luca's room without breaking the door, that would fix everything.
Well, I know how to do that. I need to move the freaking cabinet that's in my room and open the door that's there. But I need to figure out how to do that. All right, we've now got a more traditional puzzle instead of an investigative puzzle. So there we go. The question is, how are we going to do it? That's really the question. So we need to move this cabinet. Is what we need to do. All we have in our inventory is copper wire. Which I don't think will do anything.
This is a particularly heavy piece of furniture. No way to just slide it.
I looks like we need to use something on the base. Oh, we got this too. Okay. Wait, we have other stuff, don't we? Oh yeah, we got a cross and we have a Bible. All right, let's try the Bible. With the Bible, everything is possible, right? Yeah, it wasn't possible. Maybe not that. Let's try some berries. Let's try some berries. Put some berries on the floor and lube up the floor with some berries. So that maybe it'll slide a little bit easier. No. I mean, that was a long shot. I think maybe we need to explore the town and find out something to use. I don't know. I don't think I feel like we can't do something right now. I think he may have been murdered. I feel like he got murdered. I feel like he's been murdered. Been murderized. Oh, there's a mop here. Maybe that would help. Or a broom.
It's the wax I use to polish the tables. I hardly have any left.
Wax!
But if you need some, take it.
There you go. Wax. Wax on the floor. Yeah, then we can just slide it, right? It'll lube up the floor. Lube up that floor. Oh yeah. We might need a lever, or we might just need some lube. I don't know. Let's try it now. Yeah! Look at that lubed up floor. I don't see him. Life resumes in Vladiviste as the echoes of the cannon still resounds in our mountains. In our mountains, the people of Vladiviste look toward the future with hope and confidence. Restoration work has begun under the dynamic leadership of the new national administration. The power plant of the two rivers is already in service. As for the dispensary, which remained open during the entire period of conflict, it will soon be renovated. Hardships in her town. A young woman was found frozen to death in the steps of the church of Vladiviste. It is clearly the cause of one of these case of one of these numerous people whom the hardships of our times have thrown on the roads and deprived of any attachment. About 19 years of age, the unknown woman suffered from amnesia. The doctor took her into the dispensary, but the young woman, a victim of nervous disorders, left her room to roam during the night. Indifferent to the winter wind, the freezing cold got the best of her. December, the death of police inspector. Inspector Lupar of the regional brigade of Alba Olzla was found shot at the place called the Broken Oak near Vladivista. The investigation concluded it was an accidental death. The inspector shot himself while cleaning his gun. Really? Okay. Martha is dead. Partially tested during the war, the town of Vladivista is suffering another hardship by losing its most famous and beloved personality, Dr. Martha Colligar. I don't know how to pronounce her name. She never spared her efforts. She was tirelessly giving herself and taken many risks for the well-being of her patients and her countrymen. She was found lying in her laboratory, probably dead in the line of duty. The funeral service will take place on Saturday at 11 a.m. at the St. Dimitri Church in Vladiviste. Alright, so we got some newspaper articles. Alright, cool. Let's go forward.
Good God. Dead. Shot at point blank range.
Oh no! He's dead! He's dead! A medal.
Stefan's medal. And to think he thought this would protect him.
Protected him from... What does it say? But better to die in the battlefields of honor without complaint for the honor of our colors than be again slaves in our own country. Saint Dimitri of Basabarov, protector of Romania. Well, that sucks for him, I guess. Oh, it's a painting of a tree.
A new painting's been placed over the old one.
Oh yeah, that was a different painting, wasn't it? That's weird. That's weird, actually, and this cross is the wrong way.
I smell a pharmacy kind of odor.
I do. A pharmacy kind of odor, huh?
Traces of mud. The killer entered through the window.
Indeed they did.
I smell a pharmacy kind of odor.
It's on the side of his bed. So what's this?
Bible in Greek.
Greek A? Anything in here? No? So basically, the cross was turned upside down, and the painting was overlaid with a different painting. Interesting. No other obvious things to click on. The window is open. We probably should open the door. And
I have to alert the police immediately.
oh, call the police. All right.
Number, please.
Call the inspector.
This is Inspector Brujar.
Hello, this is Father Arno Moriani. The journalist Stefan Luca was murdered in his room at the inn in Vladiviste.
Murdered? Are you sure of that?
Shot to death, beyond the shadow of a doubt.
That's regrettable, because I can't send anyone over. There's turmoil in Albayula.
But you really can't come?
Impossible. The situation here is very serious. We fear riots, and I need all my men.
Then what must I do?
Let's see. Can you contact a doctor?
Yes, Dr. Maria Florescu.
Let her examine the corpse and send us a report. We'll open an investigation as soon as possible.
Goodbye, Inspector.
You go, police. All right, here we
Maria
go.
examined the body. She estimated the death at between midnight and 3 in the morning. Clearly, Stefan Luca was chloroformed in his bed, then dragged to the floor and shot dead at point-blank range. I now have to admit some dark force is at work. After Martha, Stefan was killed to prevent him from following the path of the dragon. If I had taken him seriously, if I had helped him, he might still be alive. My God, can I go back to Rome as if nothing had happened? Can I leave the murderer free to kill again?
I mean,
I have made my decision. Since the police aren't doing their duty, it's up to me to pursue the job Martha and Stefan undertook. So I'll follow the path,
what?
wherever it might lead. And with the Lord's help, I'll confront whatever awaits me at the end.
That seems like a giant leap there. I mean, I knew it was. I kind of knew this is where I was heading. Like, it's called the game is called The Path of the Dragon, so I kind of knew that's where this was heading. But still, it's a little bit of a leap to say, all right, they were gonna follow the path, so I'll do it too. Why is our mirror covered
I'll have to
up?
ask Ozana why she covered all the inn's mirrors.
I can't do a vampire test now. What the heck? My vampire test is failing because the mirror is uncovered and I'm refusing to uncover it. No! I may be a vampire. I might be a vampire and not know it.
What a calamity, Father. That journalist who's just been killed in my inn. And he didn't even have any family. I think I'll throw out the trunk he left in the attic before it brings bad luck.
He put his trunk in the attic?
Yeah. He just said he had some stuff he preferred not keeping in his room.
Before you get rid of it, would you allow me to have a look at it?
Of course I would. The hook to open the trapdoor's behind you. You could take it.
Another thing, Did Stefan Luca tell you to what region of Turkey he intended to go?
Mr. Luca told me the name of the city, but I forgot. Something like yogurt.
Try to remember, please. It's important.
Oh, it's so stupid. I just can't come up with the name. Maybe Mr. Peckmaster knows. He's in the parlor. You ought to ask him. It's the custom. We always do that when someone's died in the house.
I can't. What is she talking about? The attic thing is behind me. Like, what? I don't know what she means. So. Oh. Hey, I'm back. Tell me things.
Our friend Stefan Luca has met a sad fate. Do you have any ideas about this murder?
Perhaps something political. Stefan had very firm opinions. It doesn't take more than that to become the target of some extremist group.
Valid.
No, he merely said that he wanted to follow the path of the dragon, and that passed through Turkey.
When did you speak with him?
On the eve of his death. We'd been drinking together in the parlor. He was very upset. His remarks were not very coherent, but I listened without contradicting him. The noise of the storm, nothing else.
Is it true that Vlad was held captive in Turkey?
To be sure. Most chronicles report that he was a hostage in Turkey and escaped.
Where exactly was he a prisoner?
To my knowledge, none of the sources mention that.
I intend to say. Well, I guess I'll say it.
No, that's ridiculous. Not you. Don't tell me you believe in Stefan's mad theories.
Well, he's been killed, hasn't he? And that gives a great deal of weight to his words all of a sudden.
Where's this trunk? I want to examine this trunk. Where is it? I mean, it said in an attic, so is it... Where's the... How do I get into the attic? She said... Oh, here it is. Is this it? Yeah, this is it.
This trap door must lead to the attic. This trap door must lead to the attic.
Oh, maybe that's what the copper wire's for. No. I need something to get it down. So I need something to get the attic door down. Alright. I don't have anything to get the attic door down. So I need something. I mean, this mop would work. Let's talk to her again.
Mr. Luca told me the name of the city.
Okay. Something like yogurt. It was yogurt. We need to go to yogurt. We need to go to yogurt right now. Yogurt.
This trap door must lead to the attic.
Well, duh. We know that.
This trap door must lead to the attic.
Alright, so we have to figure out a way to open the trapdoor. Got it. Let's go back into our room. See if there's anything in here that would possibly help us. I don't see anything. Can we go into the evil room? We can. We can go into the evil room. Is his body still here? No, it's not. It's not still here. We fix that. And this thing is upside down again. Yeesh. Somebody needs to fix that. Like, permanently. And the window's closed. notice. You don't seem to be able to take
Bible
that.
in Greek.
Alright. So, alright.
It's not polite to burst in on people this way.
I don't think that anybody's in this room. So we can. Alright. This doesn't seem complicated at all, but I don't know what to do. So we have to figure out how to get the attic thingy down. You know, that's what we need to do. We have to figure out how to get the attic thingy down. The attic thingy. Let's try using the phone. Call some people.
Number, please.
Let's call Kruger, because I'm gonna ask him about like the
This is Professor Heinrich von...
I want to see what he has to say about this
This is
whole
Father
vampire
Arno
thing.
Moriani.
Whoa, a murder was committed at the inn and the police refused to budge.
Pitiful. Where is Europe headed, my friend? I fear that our civilization is breaking down. Waste, chaos, rule everywhere.
Strange, sometimes I have the feeling that noises and odors are
That
insinuated.
hypersensitivity might be due to fatigue or to nervous tension. Let's see. You don't have any allergies, do you?
No, not at all.
Good. Well, I don't think there's anything to worry about, but call me if you notice any allergic reactions.
Spoke to me of waves of vampirism observed between the 14th and 18th centuries. How would you explain them?
Yeah, I noticed they coincided with epidemics of the plague. Masses of people died, they were buried quickly, and sometimes when they were still alive, they tore at themselves while trying to escape their coffins. If they were disinterred, their bodies were found bloodied. In short, they made perfect vampires. Cases of premature burial like that aren't uncommon, you know. Even today, a colleague told me of a pregnant woman who gave birth in her coffin. The poor lady died of suffocation with her child.
What have you got to say about those bodies that were found fresh and rosy-cheeked months after burial?
Decomposition is not a very systematic phenomenon. If the laws of nature permit 1 out of 100 bodies to deteriorate more slowly than others, take the time to open every grave in a cemetery, and you'll always find one pseudo-vampire. Anyway, why associate the absence of decomposition with vampirism? The phenomenon has been observed with many holy figures. For example, Francis Xavier and Teresa of Avila, to cite just 2. Explore the archives of your congregation, and you'll find dozens of cases.
Suspect corpses are often bloated. Others continually sweat blood.
Decomposition produces gases that can give the cadaver a swollen aspect. The liquid that oozes from corpses is an odd phenomenon. But did you know that the venerable Lebanese monk Charbel Makhlouf has sweat liters of blood since his death? Does that mean this holy man is a vampire?
Yes. Have you heard of the Path of the Dragon?
What a pompous name. What does it refer to?
An initiatory journey having to do with vampirism. Professor Irina Boxoff takes it very seriously.
Himmel, esotericism, secret societies, initiatory journeys. What an old-fashioned hodgepodge. But even the greatest minds sometimes go astray.
Spoke to me of the Secret Rule Society.
Esotericism, secret societies, initiatory journeys. What an old-fashioned hodgepodge. But even the greatest minds sometimes go astray.
Reviewed certain old prophecies to me.
What exactly did the professor say?
Great evil will come forth in Germany in some 15 years. There will be massacres and a new world war.
And what is the source of these prophecies?
The hidden apocalypse of Thomas the Greater.
Ah, yeah, the Kabbalistic version.
Do you know it?
Of course. I also amused myself when I was a student with associations of letters. By the virtue of the law of numbers, once in a while, you obviously have to find a combination that makes sense.
You think that all of this is just coincidence?
Yeah, and that book can be made to say just about anything. Wait a minute. I'll go get my copy.
Okay.
Good. Let's open it at random to page 3, for example, and look for significant words. You'll see that, with a little bit of luck, we're going to discover some wonders. Hey, look. It didn't take me long to find something. I see other words, but I'll leave you the pleasure of the hunt.
Oh. What is this? Rising Sun Empire. Oh, we got another crossword. Okay. Oh, it's a date. It's gonna be a date. Right there. Date. 1945. And, promise, almost. No. I find this one weird because it seems to be like it's not even in English. So like right before the N.
Good fishing, huh?
There we go.
But that's as it should be. When you look for just any old thing, you'll find it easily. Now, let's look at the interpretation. Rising Sun, 1945. Fire from the sky. I've got a wealth of choices. For example, I can posit that 1945 will be the dawn of a new empire, and that its advent will be accompanied by lightning bolts zigzagging through the sky. Or, also, that in 1945, heaven's fire will fall upon the empire of the rising sun, or any old ingenious absurdity that I can dream up. All right, this game is amusing but sterile. Let's focus our attention on other matters.
You seem to me to be comfortable with calculation of probability. Can you give me your opinion on some rather special gambling games?
I can shed any light on them for you.
Here it is. In Vladiviste, I met a gypsy who played both cards and dice.
Can you describe the games to me?
Describe the dice game.
Ah, this game is a probabilistic version of the classic rock, scissors, paper. It's clear that the white die has 4 chances out of 6 to beat the yellow one. We could even show that, in general, yellow beats black and black beats white. To improve your chances, let your gypsy choose first, then take the die that beats hers.
Yeah, we kind of figured that one out already. That one was easy.
You're on edge. Don't let your imagination run away with you.
However, I receive an object in my dream, and the next day I find it on my pillow. How do you explain that?
In many ways, none of which depend on the supernatural. Someone could have deluded you, or you could have put the object there yourself and forgotten it. Our memory sometimes plays tricks on us.
Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Father.
You know, I just realized he had a monocle too. Like, he just looks overall nefarious, and he has a monocle. Let's go talk to the. Oh, it's raining.
It's not polite to.
But
burst
it's
in on people
raining.
this way.
It's raining. Jeez.
Come in! It's open!
I can't even go in when it's raining. And oh, it's not just raining, it's thundering. She's always sitting here reading.
I'm happy to see you. I was thinking of that unfortunate Stefan Luca. What happened to him is horrible.
You're right. And since the police aren't doing anything, I've decided to conduct my own investigation.
You can count on me to help.
Thank you. To discover the truth, I will have to ask you questions that might be indiscreet sometimes. I'll come back later to question you about Martha. Above all, I have to search Stefan's trunk.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. I need to search that trunk, so I need to get a thing to search the trunk.
The treatment room. Nothing for me there right
I
now.
don't need to go in there. I feel I need like a hook or something, right? I mean,
Don't stay in that drafty hall!
but I want. Alright. Is this something? Do we not need anything? Or do we need something? Is the question. I think we need something, but I don't know what. Question is it. Maybe it's around town. You know, there's several places we haven't been in a while. So, like the graveyard. We haven't been there in a while. We can check that.
The bell has rung. Did you lose a friend?
Yes.
And now you are seeking the dragon?
You sense many things, Luana. As for me, I sense that you could guide me to the path if you wanted to.
The time has not yet come. The clouds are gathering. I will not stay in town forever. If you don't find me here, seek me in the wilderness. You are an outsider like me. Beware of the people of this village.
Alright. No, that's not the way I wanted to go. I didn't want to go this way. I've been here. I'm gonna go this way. I want to go here. Seems like a bad place to go on a rainy night, but whatever. We're going here. Oh, he's not here.
It's closed.
We still can't get in there. Nothing. He's still digging in the rain. Digging in the rain. Digging in the rain.
Sir.
At least he wears a slick hat. Look at that hat. It's a super slick hat.
Oh, that one. With all due respect, Father, she cheats at cards like a dice. Or if she ain't cheating, then she must be in league with the devil.
Leave the devil out of all this.
Well, whatever. In any case, I always lose against her.
Well, then don't play anymore.
Good advice.
Legends. Remains to be seen if it's legends. Could be you'll find some who'll talk to you about it. Maybe. I'd rather not talk about all that. Yes, I know about him. He died in a bad place. The inspector did. Wasn't me who buried him. The police took his body and brought it into the city.
Okay. That didn't help me. That did not help me at all. Well, I can only guess that what we need is in the inn. And let's just randomly line around. But I don't. I just so far we haven't had that situation, so I don't think it is. All right, let's just scour the scenes. Nothing. We've kind of scoured this one. Let's check upstairs, I guess. Maybe there's like something like literally right here. No, I don't. Oh. Right. Ah, here we go. There it is. There it is. Alright, we found it. It wasn't even that hard to find. Whoops. Fancy.
Here's our journalist's trunk.
Whoa, look at that creepy doll. What else is up here? Fire, loan, fire. Oh yeah, okay. The barber shop. It's pretty decent, Shuttleward. It's pretty decent. Oh, yeah, I've counted 7 trials, 7 objects, 7 pillars. Is something missing? Oh, this is like, this isn't... Wait, is this his stuff? No, this is his trunk. This is... Whose trunk is this?
Johann Hartner. That name is vaguely familiar.
Whoa! What's this? Yeah, the graphics are pretty good. Where do we put this? And this goes here, I guess. Yeah, and then hit this. And then what? Oh, turn the dial. Let's crank there. And then turn it. It doesn't work. It's broken. Oh no. We broke it. What? Oh.
The needle is missing.
Oh, the needle is missing.
The needle is missing.
Oh no, we need a needle. Alright, well. Okay, we need a needle. What the heck is this? It's stuck.
It's stuck. It's stuck.
It's stuck. Maybe we can get it out with the copper wire. No? Maybe we can get it out with this coin. No? Maybe we can get it out with this. No? I don't think the berries will do it.
It's stuck.
It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. I mean, we can try this on...
When the chain is removed, Stefan's metal fits perfectly into the hollowed out part.
What? Oh, we have a chain now. Slide it in. Oh! The hell? Forever faithful to the motherland. Alright. Oh no, it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. We have to make that flag that we saw earlier. What color was that flag? That flag, you know, the one that was in the is that something we can actually look up online? It is. It's blue, yellow, red. It's blue, yellow, and red. So we want to go blue, yellow, red. 2 blue. My guess is 2 blues, 2 yellows, and 2 reds. Because that's pretty much the clue. Okay. Oh, we got this. We got it. We got it. We got it. This is right. We've got it. Yeah!
I'm already acquainted with these documents. Lucas showed them to me in the inn's parlor.
But we can still yoink them, right?
Where exactly is the Fox Peak mentioned in the letter? The envelope is missing and the stamp with it.
Wait, did we get a new information? I know you disapprove of my trip to Turkey, but please believe me, my health is still strong and the walks in the mountains do not scare me. Tomorrow I will go on the back of a mule and visit the caves that open on the side of the Fox Peak. Vlad the Impaler was a prisoner there in his youth, and I have good intention to believe that this is where it all began. If I find some clues to the circumstance of his evasion, I think I will be able to advance on the path. Please rest assured that I will not go alone. I was fortunate to meet a French railroad engineer who compiles topographic reports of the lost land. We found out that we share a common passion, photography. He immediately offered to take me to Fox Peak. By chance, he knows well the site, which he has visited numerous times. I include in this letter one of his photos. It will give you an idea of the strange beauty of the landscapes of the region. With all my friendship, Martha. And we've got a photo. Let's check. Let's look at it. Oh, look, it's got a symbol. There's a symbol on it. Looks like that. Whoa. Neat. Alright. Anything else? We got this. Alright. We can look through it. Doesn't really tell us anything right now. Okay. What's this? Okay, we've already read that. I think that's it. I think that's it here. Whoa! It's a Jack-in-the-Box type thing. Alright, so I want to know about this. We need a needle.
The needle is missing.
We need a needle.
The needle is missing.
Well, we know where there's a needle, right? I mean, we know where there's a needle. There's a needle at the medical place. Is that the type of needle we need? We've done this before. See if we can get a needle from the medical place. I mean, what? I guess maybe we picked one up. We didn't. I didn't check my inventory. We got a host. We got We got holy water. We got a silver chain. We got a bunch of stuff. All right, and then we just have to go over here in the rain. Ring the bell.
The treatment room. Nothing for me there right now.
I know that Martha went to Fox Peak in Turkey. I'd like to know exactly where that mountain is located.
In Turkey? Of course, there's that map in the bureau drawer. Wait a minute.
Oh, that's helpful.
Look at this train ticket. I found it slipped within a map of Turkey.
Stab the ground and follow the blue light in order to trace the symbol of the ancients. Okay.
Look at the map now. The city of Urguyurt that is mentioned on the ticket is in northern Turkey.
Urguyurt. That does sound like yogurt. Wait, I don't see it. Oh, wait. That's probably... There it is. The Pillars of the World. Pillars of the World. Okay. Alright.
Maria, you did me a big favor. Now I know where I have to go.
Well, I guess we're not getting a needle.
Following Martha's tracks, I took the train for Bucharest
Alright.
and Constantinople. The last leg brought me to Urguyurt, the closest station to Dracula's ancient prison.
Well, hey, we're not dead. That's a plus.
My guide left me at the foot of the cliff onto which the cell caves open. That sinister site has been abandoned for centuries. Earthquakes have destroyed the stairways going up to the cells. Since it's impossible to reach them from below, I've decided to try from above. A winding path led me up to the edge of the cliff. At the foot of an oak, I lit a fire to warm me up. Now I shall try to go down to the cells that open onto the side of the cliff.
Alright. I think we might be stopping here today. This seems like a good stopping point. After we pick up our stuff. So let's pick up all of our stuff. We got some rope. We got a rag. We got a knife. We've got a electric lamp. And we have some matches. And we also have a bag, but for some reason we're not doing anything with the bag, so just we got a shit ton of matches. See how much matches we got? We got a lot. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll save and we'll just stop here.